Yeah, so close. But what's the point? It's useless without that Adra.
Envoy. No? Paradis merely wishes to send a message. For now.
Careful, he could be a messenger. Or this could get interesting.
Edirins are all around us. It be your mercy for our compatriots. We deem you worthy. This time, we trust you will remember our gratitude.
What are you grinning about?
Huh? I wasn't grinning.
Right. Well, stop it.
That's just how my face looks, Marius.
Haze, mirrors. We have touched something like a killer. We could have punished him. Hey?
Whatever's grown over that Audra doesn't look natural.
Hold a moment. They tell me you're going to Emerald Stair. Business or pleasure? Well, just remember to cover your mouth, sneeze into your elbow, and sleep with lavender under your pillow. Fair warning, Envoy. Before you showed up, Inquisitor Ludwig barged past me. She was looking none too pleased. I didn't ask. The less I know, the better. Anyway, I thought you should know Ludwig's on...
So Ludwig's somewhere out there doing who knows what. Wonderful.
Given how angry she was about Eagwolf, probably best we give her a wide berth.
Oh, one other thing. A desperate young man at your embassy asked me to deliver this. Apparently his Those caves have been unstable the last few days. So if you do look into it, I wouldn't wait too long. Take care. You're cleared to pass, Envoy.
Can't say I'm sad to be leaving Paradise. I had no idea how tense things were with the Adirans moving in. And now we have to worry about whether the man who killed you is going to try again.
It's what most of us come here for. I only wish more of us really got one. Unfortunately, the Steel Garrote will see this as an excuse to crack down. I get the feeling they've been looking for one.
Steel Garrote? I figured they're just more intense Adiran soldiers.
Oh, I hear you. Unfortunately, if you're marching shouldered...
I don't like that Ludwig woman. She gives me the vrikas.
Yeah, I've seen floggings gentler than the scold. One's tacking when the other's jibing, if you catch... Sorry, old sailor slang. They're working at cross purpose, and that's gonna mean trouble for everyone.
And it's a good thing we're getting out of the city.
Yeah, much as Liviana misses our...
Are you listening to that friend when you go all blank-eyed from time to... I mean, I had an imaginary friend when I was little.
He means that with all due professional respect.
How do you know this friend doesn't mean us any harm?
So they do mean us harm.
Funny. Keep joking when the Envoy starts sprouting mushrooms and...
Easy, Marius. Whatever this is,
Well, you can't fault me for being...
We're headed to Fior Messi Verno to see if the Animancers know anything about the Dream Scourge, right? Maybe we'll learn something about your condition in the process.
Right, when it comes to...
The Living Lands is...
But so are the Animancers.
I haven't been back in a while, but Fior is, It was founded about 50 years ago by a disgraced Valian duke.
Town full of nobles, scholars, and leeches. All surviving off the work of the farmers who grow food for the whole island.
They're an eccentric bunch. You'll see. It turns out that academics are as ungovernable as the rest of them.
You don't understand what they're messing with. They can't tame the wilds with machine.
They've held it at bay until recently. But rumor has hopefully there's nothing to that. And while we're in Emerald Stair, there's Tama. He passed a while ago. That better late than never. Can't give him a reason to go haunting me, right?
So you're planning on straying from the roads, huh? That changes a few things.
You won't regret it. Emerald Stair's lovely this time of year. Even the Delimgon bloom.
No matter what I tell you, you keep picking flowers from things that want to kill you.
Hey, they love me. You just gotta ask nicely. Compliment their foliage.
Right. Maybe buy them. I look forward to hearing what you think.
You and I have quite the adventure ahead of us, Envoy. That's the spirit. What about you, Marius? What's next?
I have, things to do back in Paradise. It keeps me plenty busy.
Come to think of it, I haven't been to Emerald Stair in a while, and the Envoy's never been. Know any good guides we could hire?
None that could help the two of you. You need the best guide in the lands to keep you from getting yourselves killed.
Yeah. Who else is gonna show us?
Now that you mention it, I have two rules.
I hear wiggle room.
If we're done being ridiculous, we should get some rest.
Good to have you with us, Mark.
Right. Go to bed. By the way, I never met that Orlin girl before in my life.
What Orlin girl?
You remember. The one in the camp in Shadow Peak? With the thing on her head?
Oh, yeah. Nice eyes, chipped tooth. Thinking about her again, huh?
Would you be a dear and help with these spoiling? Please.
Looks like she could use our help.
Let's give her a hand.
up! This one's mine!
Don't get too comfortable. More are on the way.
Heal yourself! Left leg! Leg!
Oh, fantastic. People. I was about to lose my wits.
A mind's question. The dust of the Akita in her hair. She knocks. We would answer.
You wouldn't happen to have a ladder on hand, would you? Barrett's balls. Just my luck. I really need that vase, and a ladder is required.
Pretty sure that saying is Barrett's bells. Pretty sure.
But perhaps we don't need one. You're tall, striking, and well-toned. Oh, of course. Why would a priceless artifact be important? Well, I'm not surprised you don't know of the Godless. But they were here in the Living Lands long before we were. Long before anyone else, as far as I can tell. Give or take a few thousand years. They lived on every corner of the land. The big ones, with spires that look more than a little phallic. A lot of their structures were embedded in the ground. They lived, as much as you can live in harmony, with 30 years of research, and as far as I can tell, they just upped and disappeared one day. Well, what's important is that the vase is within my grasp, now that I've a tall... You must be fun at parties. There's a vase in this ruin that's too high for me to reach. Fetch it. I can pay you in skates if you do. The vase sits atop that tower beside us, in the ruins there. And once you've got it, look me up.
You do meet the most interesting people.
I can get you 1,000 vases that don't require going into some ancient ruins. No one listens to me.
Darling, you are aware I can see you digging through my things, aren't you?
right behind you.
Granted, I don't come here often, but when did it get this bad?
Here we go! Here we go! Hey! Over here! One moment. Nice work. If we're going to Fior, best to keep moving.
As if people weren't hungry enough.
Hand in hand, they toil, and the earth gives in return. The smile of the harvest.
I don't see what's the problem.
If you can't see it, I doubt it.
Tell me.
What do you mean that's all you've got? Last week you said there'd be grain.
I know what I said, but we only have so much to go around.
Are the animals starving as well? Or are they eating?
Hey, you! Go ahead. There's nothing here.
You showed up at a bad time. Word of advice, give a wide berth to the governor's manor. Giat is about to tear that poor man a new one. It ought to be quite a spectacle. When Giata digs her claws into a grievance, she doesn't let go. She came...
Animancer's fighting? This
isn't the first time Giata's put the governor in his place, but... The governor's manor is on the far side of town. You can't miss it. Just follow the sound of foul language.
I was hoping to learn some local curses.
Looking forward to seeing what it looks like when Animancers fight.
Yeah, I pretty much brought that playground down by myself.
Did you now?
Captain Masoni said he'd never seen anything like it.
Oh, I bet.
Ah, the Emperor's envoy. Inquisitor Ludwig said you might be heading this way. As am I, in a way. Forgive me. I'm Captain Alfia, captain in the Steel Garrote. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their... If their experiments are... And when the time comes, the Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure... We all have our part to play, until later.
She's as subtle as a broadside.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
Genuine healing priest. Horas mejor de hora.
Jata, what's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at your city. The Dream Scourge is laying waste to our home.
There is no Dream Scourge in Emerald Stair.
The land begs to differ. And I... How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike? In that case, you're right on time.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Tempers are high, but I don't see any assassins. Yet.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion.
Did you hear that, Ignacy?
Ah, of course. The Adiran envoy. Ambassador Hilgard sent a missive telling me to expect you. How delightful. You speak with a measure of authority.
Now that's what I call a first impression. As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now, our farms.
We can't lose our heads over some half-cocked speculation.
Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He does.
Thank you. It's good to see some sense around here for once.
The time for caution has passed. The failure of our crops will demand swift action.
Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Once again, bureaucracy stands in the way of getting things done.
I'm just trying to stop Chiata from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting. I see you're unfamiliar with animancy. Are you going to tell him about your family?
dare you use that against...
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you.
Well, we are... It's nothing. Buy me a drink sometime. Music to my ears.
Your request is denied.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I.
Banished?
What?
Ignacy,
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giatta is an outcast.
Governor, this is unacceptable. Your father would have kept this community together at any cost.
Don't bother. I've done all I can for Theo. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the work.
I'll find us another bedroom.
Was this the governor's mother? Blessed a shame.
Teeth dancing in. Oh, my mouth. I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giata, some manners, if you please.
Why start now?
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego. What does he know?
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior Misiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone. Most of us would be better off without tyrannical bureau. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long. Straight to business then. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem. Today, that changes. I hope so, because we're running out of options. Monto Pastor is in the workshop due west. Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. And then there's Yvette and Remy. Each of them owes me a favor. I'd rather not speculate. We're about to make history.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Godlike, Imperial Envoy, Research Assistant. Who knew?
Or we'll get thrown out of the pub. We're all ready. Really? When did that happen? Can't say as I have. Ado! Where are you? I need some water. Found the machine.
Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect a godlike. Welcome to our modest workshop. More than most, but less than I would like. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my... Ha! A novel idea, that. What I need is a strong... We can't make something out of nothing. We're still limited by our resources. Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragon recently died in a western grove. An Adragon's heart can hold an immense amount of essence. The grove is to the west, across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say a Delamgan queen holds court. You may be able to retrieve it, so you can understand why none of... Still, Delamgan queens can... Do be careful.
If you can convince her to hand it over, I'll be more than impressed.
The Adra is healthy. It's the essence I'm concerned about.
This again. You're beginning to sound like Giata.
Have you ever stopped and listened to her? She might want to something.
I'm sure her father. Look what happened then. All right, explain it to me again.
I have to do something. I can't let anyone else discover this.
Enriches the soil and fuels our experiments. So where is the source of the river? What have we
years? I shouldn't be sober for this kind of talk.
What do you think of Giata's theory?
Well, my experiments have been a little...
unpredictable? Like, the essence has no sense of direction.
How did you know?
We should talk, but not here.
Ado! Welcome to my fine establishment, amigo.
Come on. My invention is guaranteed to enlarge.
One moment. That's all of them.
First, my wife runs off to Paradise, and now this.
The great mystery is, are godlike blessed or cursed?
Remy, look what I found. A genuine godlike.
Do you think they can hear us?
Let's find out. Hello, me, Yvette. You friend? Remy, take a note. The endangered godlike shows all the classic indicators of intelligence, but not of sentience. We heard that Giada partnered up with an outsider, but I had no idea you were a godlike. Fascinating.
Gossip is an important part of scholarly research. It's the only way to stay ahead of the competition.
Giata must have sent you to be our test subject. She knows how we adore your kind. Satisfy our curiosity and we'll give you everything Giata needs to finish her research. Deal?
Let's begin the examination. If you could choose, who or what would you be in your next life? Next time you go around the wheel, you might not get so lucky. Forget what I think. Let's keep the focus on you. I have what I need. You.
My turn. Some would call you blessed. Others would call you cursed. The fact remains, you were touched by the gods. Wouldn't you say that you owe something to the rest of us? It's a simple question. All we have... Insightful answer.
Oh, I thought of another. Oh, didn't anyone tell you? On second thought, forget I asked. I think that covers everything. Thank you for that brilliant insight, godlike. You're a credit to your dwindling kind.
So, Giata wants to know all about the Dream Scourge, yes? Such has been her research of late. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
We've heard that one before. Good thing we don't listen to criticism.
Giata will be interested to learn that the Dream Scourge cannot just be studied in a lab. Its nature is wild, so it has to be studied in the wild. Our machines and experiments would meddle with it too...
And like anything affecting us, if she...
Now
Hurry, before they change their minds.
Ugh, I might have dozed off there for a bit. Were any of those words the ones we needed?
Both. Anything to work.
Well, if it isn't my favorite godlike...
Those are no ordinary farmhands.
A godlike in Emerald's Den. Well, well, maybe our luck's improved. I'd offer to shake your hand, but I've been elbow deep in Beatrice all day. Oh, don't you worry. She's been dead a while. As you can see, this is my reanimated corpse.
Oh, and what do you use for fertilizer? Other corpses?
I'm trying to demonstrate the value of undead labor. But of course, nothing is ever... They get 3 meals a day and a comfortable home.
I've certainly dealt with worse.
Now, Beatrice, she's being a real problem, if you can believe it. Would you be a dear and reach into her guts? Feel around for anything that... Just imagine you're prepared. If Beatrice...
Make sure you wash your hands after this.
Huh. It's like...
I saw you reach into Beatrice. Find anything interesting? Come back soon. Emerald Stair has seen better days. With any luck, the turning of the seasons will favor us. Giata Castel wants my professional opinion. What an honor! I have a few theories, but no firm I have to ask. Is it true? Did Vidaro kick her out of town? He is a governor. Very well. I'll tell you what I know about the Dream Scourge. But first, I need some help around the farm. I'm up to my ears in chores around here, and the Revenants can only do so much. They can't do complicated tasks, you see. Anyway, I'm afraid the time has come to put down poor Silvo. Silvo is one of my Revenants. My oldest, my favorite, and the pride of my flock. Someone needs to put the poor fellow out to pasture. And I just don't have the heart to do it myself.
Well, it's already dead. That's the hard part done right there.
When a Revenant goes bad, there's only one option. Final death. And poor Silvo's time has come. Thank you for understanding. You can find Silvo in the barn. He's blocked the door somehow, but the window should be open. Just be gentle with him. He's a good boy.
So, we're killing a Revenant then? She just couldn't come out and say that?
And this is why I don't take pets. Quiet as the depths. More of this stuff. Has anyone figured out how to get rid of it? unseen, unheard.